Motorworks Limited Sportsman on track and ready to go. Mike Durham on the pole in the number 6. Alongside of him will go the 5 of Amira Bowman. Row number 2, it is the 33 of Brandon Murtaugh, along with the 44 of Mason Rogers. Row number 3, Haley Brownell, 747. The 90 of Caleb Howard. Row number 4 rather. It is going to be the number 76 of Grayson Soper, along with the 11 of Genevieve Bartlett. Row number 5, Jason Rarick in the 4, Brandon Bullock in the 20, Hayden Howard inside row number 6, 21, 35, Patrick Kudrinko, row 7, Kyle Kudrinko in the 12, Jay Reid in the 45. That is how they will roll to green for 12 laps. 12 laps is the distance. Mike Durham on the point. Amira Bowman alongside Brandon Murtaugh, Mason Rogers, row number 2, row number 3, Haley Brownell, Caleb Howard, Grayson Soper, Genevieve Bartlett, Jason Rarick, Braden Bullock, Patrick Kudrinko, Jay Reid, and Hayden Howard will complete it. We're set to go. Can anybody stop Genevieve Bartlett? She's going for 3 consecutive wins to start the year. A lot of tough customers in front of her as we're set to go. Mike LeClaire has them in his control. He'll look the field over, and we are underway. Quickly to turn number 1 and 2. It is Mike Durham out in front of the field. Amira Bowman back to the 2 spot. Caleb Howard moves around the top side. He goes to position number 3. Brandon Murtaugh to 4. Genevieve Bartlett already up into the 5 spot as they work it up off of turn number 3 and 4 and down to the line for lap number 1. Great run so far for Mike Durham in the early going. Amira Bowman, Caleb Howard, they're dicing it up for second and third. Bartlett trying to move in as she closes quickly from spot number 4. Brianna Murtaugh right there to challenge as well as Howard bringing it off the turn. He holds on to the 3 spot as they click off lap number 2. Oh, we got one car hard into the wall over there in turn number 4. It is Jay Reid. Jay Reid over in turn number 4. Red lights are on immediately. Red lights are on. And we were looking at our monitor up here. Jay Reid rather, is getting the helmet off and everything unbuckled in there. Mike Durham and Amira Bowman on the front row. Mike LeClaire looks the field over. 2 down, 10 to go. Start looks good, and we're green. And Durham to the point. Genevieve Bartlett now to second. Caleb Howard right there with him as well in spot number 3. Amira Bowman kicked back to the 4 spot. 5th is Brianna Murtaugh as they exit turn number 3 and 4 and down to the line this time by Durham in control. Bartlett right there to try to challenge, though. Caleb Howard swings it wide, trying to go through turns 1 and 2 around the top side of all drivers. Can't quite get there, though, as they hit the back straightaway. It's Durham, Bartlett, and Howard. 1, 2, and 3 right there, nose to tail, right around the bottom portion of the racetrack. Bartlett slips up the hill just a little bit. Here comes Howard. He'll pick up the 2 spot once again. We got a car around over there in turn number 4. That is the 76 of Grayson Soper. Grayson Soper around in turn number 4. Yellow lights are not going to come on. We are going to stay green, and Mike Durham is going to stay in the lead here as they work it through 3 and 4 and down to the line at lap number 5. 5 complete. Here comes Caleb Howard looking for the lead up on the top side portion of the speedway as Durham able to hold the spot this time. Heading up into turn number 3 and 4. Mike Durham trying to take it home and win this one as they come down to the stripe. It's Durham, Howard, and Bartlett. 1, 2, and 3. Amira Bowman sitting back there in the 4 spot. It is a 4-car battle at the front of the field for position number 1 and 2. And Howard and Durham come together. Howard goes up the racetrack right in front of Bartlett as Bartlett sneaks on by on the inside portion of the speedway. We got Jason Rarick slowing up in turn number 1 and 2. Durham still continues to show the way, but the caution lights will come on. Jason Rarick, problems over there in turn number 1 and 2. Yellow lights are on. Set for green. Mike Durham, the race leader. He's led every lap so far. Green lights are back on and we're underway. Durham to the bottom. Caleb Howard around the top side, and Caleb Howard a great run around the outside portion of the racetrack. He grabs the lead. Durham back to second. Bartlett still there for third. Amira Bowman and now Mason Rogers up into the top 5 as they head up into turn number 3 and 4 down to the line. The 90 of Howard in control. Battle is on for the 2 spot. Mike Durham has it. Genevieve Bartlett still right there trying to take it away from him, though, as they go down the back straightaway. And Howard driving away from the rest of the field down to the stripe. We will have 4 laps left to go. Mike Durham doing all he can to hold on to second right now. Bartlett's still there in third, getting some pressure from Amira Bowman. Now Mason Rogers moving into contention into the top 5 here. Rogers holding on to the 5 spot, putting some pressure on Bowman for position number 4 as Caleb Howard continues to check out on the rest of the field, looking for career win number 1 as they go to turn number 3 and 4 down to the line. 3 laps left to go. And Howard with a problem on the front straightaway, and he goes to the infield. He tried to get it to the infield grass area, but is stopped here at the edge of the front straightaway. Yellow lights are on, and this changes everything. Haley Brownell's got a flat right rear tire on the 747, so she'll have to go to pit road. So Mike Durham moves back into the lead here. Ready for green. Mike Durham looking for win number 1. Genevieve Bartlett looking for her 3rd in a row. We're back to green. Durham again goes to that inside lane. Bartlett trying to kick it up to the top side of the racetrack. Can't quite do it that time off of turn number 2 as Amira Bowman sits back there in third, waiting for something to happen as they head up into turn number 3 and 4. We'll have 2 laps left to go. Mike Durham trying to hold on, but here comes Genevieve Bartlett. Drag race into turn number 1 and 2. Genevieve Bartlett to the point, clears Mike Durham into turn number 2. And Bartlett pulling away down the back straightaway. Mike Durham, Amira Bowman. That's your top 3 as they head up into turn number 3 and 4. White flag will be displayed this time by Bartlett, going for 3 in a row as they come down to the line. White flag in the air. Final time through turn number 1 and 2. Genevieve Bartlett, Watertown, New York, bringing it down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Mike Durham, Amira Bowman giving chase. It's not going to happen. Perfect start to the season for Genevieve Bartlett. 3 in a row. Mike Durham, Amira Bowman, Mason Rogers, and Brandon Bullock, a second straight top 5 finish in 2025. A little bit of a wrinkle there on the right rear quarter panel, but it's not going to matter. She is in victory lane, and they got a week to straighten that one out. She's out of the car. How about a 3 in a row for Genevieve Bartlett? You must think there's not much else to this. All you do is seemingly win. What a race, and again, another last lap pass.
Yeah, I think the restarts definitely helped me a lot.
How did you find the racetrack tonight? It looked like there was a couple of spots that was a little bit rough, but it seemed to be pretty good overall, I think.
I think it was fast. I think it was definitely a little bit rough, but once you found a line, I think it was pretty good.
How cool is it to win going into an off week here at Can-Am?
I think it's pretty cool.
Anybody you want to thank? I know we've been doing this the last 2 weeks, but you got some good people with you.
I want to thank Dirt Track Digest, Amy's Daycare Center, who else I got? The Northern New York Killer. Oh dear. Okay.
All sorts of good people on this thing, right? Too many to name.
I guess so.
Let you go celebrate with the family. They're looking for you right here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Genevieve Bartlett gets it done. 3 in a row here at Can-Am. Well, one feature in the record books. We got 4 more left to go. Panther Frameworks Great Sprint Cars up next. 2 different winners in the first 2 races. Bruno Richard and Andrew Hennessy collecting the first 2 races of the year.